Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So the month of July, nowadays apparently, is dedicated to the Criterion Collection, as it always is. But apparently the month of August is now dedicated to Arrow Video over at Barnes & Noble. Because though those sales used to run simultaneously in the month of July, I guess Barnes & Noble decided to get people back into the store for both months, which frankly makes sense to me. And so now they've split out these two sales. So Criterion, I talked about in two separate haul videos last month. And now today, I have a big ol' stack of Arrow Video titles on Blu-ray and 4K that I've grabbed in this 50% off sale in this month of August. The sale is still going on as of recording, so check out your local Barnes & Noble if you would like to get any of these on sale. Also, Amazon is price matching, so you can always go that route if you so choose. But I have a stack of 9 titles here, which is crazy. I did go a little more nuts than I anticipated, but that's what happens when you are just doing various stops over the course of the month. This is what happens. But anyway, before we get into all this, if you guys have a quick second, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. And let me just pitch, in one of the recent videos here on the channel, there is a contest going on. If you guess my star rating, you will be entered in to win a prize. So check out that video. Super simple to enter. The video is a bit long, but that's because I picked my TBW in there as well. So check that out here on the channel. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to my Arrow Video 50% off haul. Alright, so I'll start off with the Blu-rays I grabbed. And this first one here, I was interested in it when it was announced. I think it may have even been in my anticipated releases video as an honorable mention, but it just looks like something I will enjoy. It's a Nico Master film, .com for Murder. And I believe this one is from 2002, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this one looks like a lot of fun. On the back here, it says it's a retooling of classic Hitchcockian thrillers. Think Rear Window 2000 meets Dial M for Master. So, I mean, that sounds awesome to me. In cyberspace, no one can hear you scream. So, really looking forward to checking this out. I love, like, techno, is that what I'm trying to say? Like techno thrillers, cyber thrillers, like those are just awesome to me in the early .com era. Like, yes, please. So really happy I was able to grab this one. Cannot wait to check out .com for Murder. Next up is probably the most, like, impulse buy of the group. I was just at Barnes & Noble going through the films and looked up Shock. So this one is a Mario Bava film, and actually, according to the back here, this is actually his final feature. So that's interesting to me. But yeah, this looks like an interesting giallo. You know what? What year is this? I didn't even look before I started talking. 1977, it looks like. So yeah, this one should be a lot of fun. The reviews on Letterboxd from a lot of my friends were very positive. So I have high hopes going into it. Should be great. And actually, it talks about how this was released in the United States as a sequel to Beyond the Door, which is another movie I know of, but I don't think I've seen that one. So I definitely got to check that out. But yeah, looks like a good time. Cannot wait to check out Mario Bava's Shock. This next one is one of the most exciting adds to my collection, in my opinion, because I wanted this one since it was announced. This movie has always been fabled to me because I've always heard about it, but never had access to it. This is from 1999, Lover's Lane. So this is a 90s slasher that came about thanks to the success of Scream and like I Know What You Did Last Summer, things like that. I love that era of horror films and especially the slashers. So cannot wait to check this out. Finally, I have it in my collection. Of course, it's just a slasher film, so it's going to be exactly what you expect it to be, but I am so thrilled to finally own this one. And if I remember right, this one has like 2 different versions. Yeah, it has the widescreen 185:1 aspect ratio plus the original full screen aspect ratio. And I think that one is more for those who owned the DVD back in the day. If I'm remembering right from another anticipated releases video I did, that was the only way the DVD was available, was in that full screen version. So that's kind of like the original to some people. And so it's cool that they have both those options on there. But yeah, just excited to add this to the collection and finally get around to watching it. This is Lover's Lane from 1999. Alright, so admittedly, I'm not even sure if I'm saying this title right. Colobus, I believe. That's what I've heard it said before. But this is another one that reminds me a little bit of .com for Murder, and that technology plays a part in the horror. And I love movies like this. This is also from the 90s, and it says it was marketed, or it's being marketed on the back here as The Real World meets Saw by way of Suspiria. That sounds fascinating to me. I am super excited to check this out. And it's another one that I knew it existed, and I was going through Arrow's listing, like just all of their releases on their website. And when this one popped up, much like Lover's Lane, I was just like, oh yeah, that's right, I have to buy that one. So I picked it up. So excited to check this out. This, I believe, is Colobus. This next one had a really good price for what it is. This is actually a trilogy. It's the One Missed Call trilogy. So this is an upgrade for me because I do own these on DVD, but this is going to have a much better transfer, as I think it's all new transfers, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, I guess not, but it is 1080p transfers versus my DVD, so that's good. And there are a bunch of special features on here, which is awesome. So yeah, this is a interesting trilogy to me. I think I've seen the original, but I've not seen any of the sequels. And of course there is the remake as well, which that one I have seen. I don't like that one very much, but I don't remember the original very much at all. So I need to watch through all 4 of the movies again, because I love J-horror like this. So I'm just really looking forward to checking these out. Really good price on this at, of course, $50 normally, but only $25 during the sale for 3 films on Blu-ray. This is a really cool ad. This is the One Missed Call trilogy. Okay, moving over to 4K, I have 4 titles here. So the first one I actually talked about in that video I hyped up earlier, where you guys can guess my star rating to win a prize. This is The Last Starfighter from 1984. And this is fascinating to me because it's directed by Nick Castle, the man under the mask in the original Halloween film. So like, that's just so weird to me, and I have to see this movie. Not just because of that, though. I've heard really great things about it. This is another one that, like, mixes technology in, except it's 80s tech, and it's a video game, I believe. So, like, I just have to see this sci-fi film that I've heard so much about over the years, and I've heard the 4K on this looks amazing. So, very excited to add 1984's The Last Starfighter to the collection. And I will once again remind you, check out that other video. Predict what I will give this one once I open it up and watch it, and you could win a prize. Next up is actually another upgrade for me. I did own this one on standard Blu-ray already, but now I have it on 4K. This is Dune, and this is the 1984 Dune. So I didn't realize that. They're both 1984 films, but yeah, this is a movie. Honestly, I don't love this movie, but I do want to give it a second chance, and I've heard that this 4K transfer is just phenomenal, so I figured I would pick this one up. Now, there is another version of this that I believe has like a second disc, which has more bonus features and maybe a different cut of the film. I'm not sure if it has a different cut or not, but yeah, just a lot more on there. But I figured for the price, I'll just stick with this one. I think it'd be like a $10 difference during the sale. So yeah, I'll go with this route and see what it looks like at least. And maybe I'll like it more on a second viewing. So happy to add Dune, actually happy to upgrade Dune into the collection. Next up is one that I actually picked up prior to this past month, but you guys haven't seen it, so I figured I would include it in this video. This is Dario Argento's Deep Red. So when I bought this one, I did open it up, I did a full unboxing with the intention of doing a full 4K review on it, but things ended up getting crazy and I never got back around to it. But this is a movie I've seen multiple times, I think 2 or 3 times at least, and there is a full review at Cinefessions.com if you want to just know my thoughts on the movie itself. But I'll tell you right now, it's amazing. I love it. It's a wonderful giallo that I cannot recommend enough. So I did get the full version here. I actually, the first take, I pulled the booklet out and then realized there is nudity on it. So I can't show you guys that, unfortunately. But yeah, this is an awesome release of a fantastic movie. I definitely need to check out the transfer on this 4K because I just haven't gotten around to it again. But yeah, awesome film. Highly recommend this one. This is Dario Argento's Deep Red. Alright, last but not least is also my most recent purchase, and the one where I said I am done. And unlike the Criterion Collection sale, I think I really am done this time, because I've gotten pretty much everything I could want from Arrow at this point, at least that's available in stores. This is Kevin Costner in Waterworld. So this is actually another upgrade for me. I actually owned this on 4K already, but I didn't have this giant box set from Arrow Video, and I had to get it. So I was doing some research, and from what I can tell, the best cut of this film is the Ulysses cut, as it's known. And that one is actually included here as well, and that is the longest cut of the film at 178 minutes. So the 4K I had, well, when I bought this, I thought it only had the theatrical cut, which is only 135 minutes. Turns out it had both the theatrical and the television cut. So the television cut is 176 minutes, so almost as long as the Ulysses cut. But the difference is the television cut gets rid of a lot of the like R-rated aspects of it, which frankly, I don't even know what the film's rated, but PG-13. So it gets rid of some of the more questionable aspects of the film. And so the Ulysses cut mixes, from what I'm told, both the theatrical with the longer footage that was available for the film to become the most complete version of the film and the best version. So that's a whole lot of talk, and that's all just done from my research. So that's why I ended up picking this one up. It is a beautiful set. I've heard amazing things about the transfer. Cannot wait to finally check out Waterworld. I will be starting with the Ulysses cut. So as long as I have 3 hours to spare, that's the version I'm going to watch. So this is the last one I grabbed and the last one I will be grabbing this month. We have Kevin Costner's Waterworld. All right, now that is a fun stack of films, very different from my Criterion Collection stacks, but in my opinion, just as fun. Lots of horror, which always makes me happy. So let me know down in the comments below, did you guys grab anything cool from the Arrow video sale at Best Buy, or at Barnes & Noble rather? And if so, what did you pick up? I'd love to hear about any of your hauls down in the comments below. And let me know what I should prioritize from this list of Arrow finds. I love hearing your guys' comments, so leave any and all thoughts down there. I really do appreciate that. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this one, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media. Books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. And I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.